Hi, Wendy. Thank you for doing this testimonial with me today.
You're welcome. Hi.
Right. So, can you please tell us a little bit about you and your business?
I am a pediatric physical therapist, and I've been specializing over the last 10 years in working with infants and preemies. And uh, First year development is kind of my specialty. And my business is everythingbabies.org. And I just started it last August, so August of 2016.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Awesome. I love your business. I love the mission and just how much of a heart-centered entrepreneur you are. I think it's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, can you share with us some of the successes that you had during our time together? How did your business move forward from when we started to when we ended?
Yeah, so before we started, I was bootstrapping and self-teaching. Um, Basically meaning I was trying to gather as much information as I possibly could, but I was pulling information from all different places
Mm-hmm.
and not really getting a direction or a really good idea of how everything fits together and how everything falls in place and what connects to what. I had a blog here and a Facebook group here, and I had a newsletter and people on my email list, but nothing connected. And so I think that was the key to the whole course of going step by step and saying, you need to do your email funnel first. Well, I don't even know what to put in a funnel. Okay, this is what you put in your funnel, and then building from there. I think that was really crucial because it gave me direction. It
Mm-hmm.
gave me a place to start and an understanding of where I was going with that information. And then the next module would pop up and then it would teach me what to do next. And so I think that was key. The other key that, Allison, was that I was having a really hard time getting individualized information. And I kept thinking to myself, my business is different. My clientele is different than these big business people who are, you know, coaching other coaches to coach other coaches. And it's like, that's not the model that I'm in. My clients they know nothing about business.
Right.
And so I was really looking for, what does my business need? What do my clients need? How do I become successful with my passions and what I want to sell or share or whatever? Um, and that's what I think was the biggest thing that I got out of you, Allison, is just like having a person say, what are you doing? What do you want to do? And this is how I think you should do it, not how I think
Mm-hmm.
everybody else should do it, or what works best for the masses or the statistics or whatever. But like, this is how you put those pieces together. And as you know, I stalked you for a year before deciding to just go and talk to you. And I was really excited that like you were live and you were available, and we talked for quite a while, and just you were really patient with me and my needs. And I think that that's been just as key. I was just thinking, it's not about whether or not you're going to spend money on your business. It's about who you want to spend your money on.
Oh my gosh,
And
yeah.
that's where I think you, Allison, are, you know, it's more you. It's you, my friend.
Yeah.
Just being open and listening and, being available. And I was really surprised at how often I was able to ask you individual questions and get individual answers. And, I think that those group coaching sessions were just as individualized as our one-on-one sessions. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that really made it worthwhile.
Yeah, I totally agree. I loved seeing my biggest takeaway from your time together was you getting super, super, super focused in
Yeah.
these certain areas of your business.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we did our clarity call for the program, like the call before the program started to find out if it was a good fit for you, you were bootstrapping, like you said, you were pulling from all these different areas, and they were all like the content you were getting was valid and it was correct and it was effective, but it wasn't effective and valid and correct necessarily for your business.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
you were kind of like pulling from all these different areas. Whereas for me, what I really like reflect on when I think about your time together is you taking all of that and then us streamlining it for you and like figuring out, okay, here's this part, here's this part, here's this part. Let's connect them all together now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was so much fun for me. I was like, yes, I love this stuff. It was awesome.
Well, when I learn, I really need to apply right away. I can't just take information in and then not apply it. So I loved how it was like, yeah, you need to get your funnel together. Okay, what the heck do I put in my funnel? Okay, this is what you're going to put in your funnel, and this is what you need to do right now before you do something else. And it's like, okay, now I have a task, and I really liked having the deadlines too. Not that you set deadlines, but I felt like I got to do this before we talk again, so I can get feedback on what I've been working on. So yeah, definitely the focus for sure. Keeping me in line and prioritizing what's important, I think has been really huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. So what's your kind of like biggest takeaway from working together? What's like the one thing that you're going to leave our time together with?
I would definitely say the confidence in my business. And I mean, I knew, like you always say, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for a really long time. But how do I make it a business? How do I take my passion and actually make money from it? I have a really hard time selling. Ironically enough, I was overselling in my emails. So, you really reeled me in on that and made it really much more effective and much more purposeful. So I would say like, being able to say, yes, this can be a business. Yes, you can be successful. And these are the steps that you need to take, and they will take you there. And, and even during the class, you get successes that kind of reinforce what you're trying to tell me. Yes, I got my first one-on-one client. Yes, I got, my email list has grown like crazy, and the opening rate has grown like crazy. And I got, I finally made a video. Allison made me like crunch down and get a video made, and I made a video, and I've already sold one, and that was just last. I know that was just last week. So, awesome. Yeah, just taking action and then seeing the success even within the program itself has been really awesome, because then it gives you a lot of momentum and enthusiasm once the program's over. So I have so much to do, and I know what I'm going to do. I've got a plan. I know what I need to do next. And I know that you're, still incredibly available for feedback and for help and for new ideas and things like that. So I think that probably just like confidence in the business and the momentum and the confidence that I know what I'm going to continue to do from here on out.
Yeah. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So if someone was on the fence about working with me through a program or a course or one-on-one, what would be the advice that you give
them? Like I said, I think, as everybody told me over the last year, you do need to invest in your business, and you need to invest wisely. And that was my biggest hang up. And I think that what I've learned is it's not really whether or not you're going to invest, but who you're going to trust and who you're going to invest with. And I think that, just chat with Allison for a few minutes, or, tell her your ideas. And I was really clear, like, this is what I need from you. This is what I need from the program. This is what I need for the money that I'm spending. And, you exceeded all of my expectations. So I think that if you're on the fence, I think it's, if you like Allison and you mesh with her and you like her ideas, she's going to be the right coach for you. And so I think it's kind of a no-brainer when it comes to the spending the money part, now that I'm, hindsight 2020, but who you spend on. And I think Allison's just very, like you said, very heart-centered. It's not about sell, but it's take your heart center and make a living out of it, because you do have to pay your bills, right? And I really like that approach.
Yeah, I think that for you, I remember when we did going back to that clarity call, you were like super, super specific about like what you wanted to do, how you needed help and how you needed support. And for you, like the biggest thing was like, is this going to help me move forward? Like, is this like the right solution? And so like working through that with you was really cool, because then when we got started, it was like, all right, Wendy needs this. Let's get it done. And it was a
Yeah.
very like, okay, she told me this, let's do it type of thing. So it was a really like, it was a really like effective way that you kind of vetted me, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I told you what I needed.
And that's
I'm
whatever.
going to spend money. This is what I need. And you're like, no problem.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You know, as much, like I said, it's a group program or, you know, but I felt it individualized attention and individualized feedback. You know, you were really great about being really specific for each of us, you know, on what our individual goals were. So even though it's a group, I still felt like I was getting one-on-one information, and that was really, I think, effective in helping me hone in on what I need to do, you know.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So,
Well, awesome. Thank you so much,
yeah.
Wendy. It was awesome having you in Rise. I loved working with you, and I can't wait to see where your business goes in the future.
Thank you. I'm so grateful for you. And I would recommend you to 100 out of 100 people. Absolutely. It's been really great. I appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you.